Stadium in Eugene. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Florida Gators and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Florida head coach pregame. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The run inside. It's Stockton. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Jones wants to throw it. Moving out to the right. He's going to take... Oh, it's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Stockton. Enough to move the chains. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Gators look to keep this drive humming. They'll move the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Stockton. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Jones to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Florida. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Break. Here we go.
Some misdirection with the counter. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Left side, it's Moore. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. St. Clair rushes on. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Hands it off. Turning it on. Got the first down. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. Mr. Two Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
Now, how does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Picked off to stop the threat. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Final play of the quarter coming. Throwing St. Clair. Right side, it's Davison. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. And the Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Sees a crease. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Tavian St. Clair throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Bear. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's changing the play. St. Clair fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab in the end zone.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jones to throw. On a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Stockton. There he goes. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Just smothered on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The pressure's coming. Right side, it's Brown. Off and running. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throwing St. Clair. Got him downfield. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Jones wants to throw it. Almost picked off.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
A run for the quarterback. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Tavian on the play action. Fires to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
On play action. Fires left. Gets a hand in there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The give. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of...
Loose in the middle. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country concentrate points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Number 39 sets a kick this morning.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Jones to throw. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little...
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll try to do it himself. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Second down, gonna throw it. Makes the catch, it's Brown. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. He'll throw on third down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And it's no good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 1 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Nittany Lions with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Tavian St. Clair makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. He'll pull it down. Got a first down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Jones wants to throw it. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Takes it down to the 41-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Another incompletion on third down.
And that's a teach tape on third down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's third down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football. Go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
He's got the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Griffin. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback keep. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. St. Clair. He's got it. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jones to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Bingo, Ruben. Second down to the air. Left side, it's Wilson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught. Breaks into the open. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Florida! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
21.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Keeps it on the ground. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Raiola to throw for it on fourth. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Rolls right. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Jones wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect.
Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! On to attempt the try. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physically.
Makes the grab in their space. He's at the 50, and they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll go to the fullback. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They go play action with St. Clair. Blasted as he lets it go. Had to force that one.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. The give to the fullback. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. You used the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense. You saw it on that play.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Big fullback's got it. Can't get him to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. A bold call when it works, reckless when it doesn't, but the play-action pass will put this one in the books. And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. Handoff to the fullback. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. And that is how we will wrap this one up. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.